Welcome back, everybody. Today is the 26th of Adar and the second day of March. We'll be learning the sixth Mishna of Pirkei Avot. Yeshiv and Parchi v'Natani ha'Arabeli kiblu mehem. Yeshiv and Parchi omer, Aselech harav u'kana lecha chaver, v'havei dan et kol dam l'kaf skut. So Yeshiv and Parchi says, find yourself a teacher, acquire for yourself a friend, and judge every person favorably. Rav Nachman has a beautiful insight in here. It's following the Torah of Likutei Moharan, Torah Reish Pei Bet, on Dan et Kol Adam Kafskot, judge every person favorably. So Rav Nachman, just a brief insight, overview of what Rav Nachman says. He says that it's just a big Torah to judge every person favorably. And what does this mean, to judge every person favorably? It means if you see a Russia or a person that you probably might not like, or someone just doesn't have good deeds, you think, you judge him favorably. Rav Nachman is telling us that once you judge him favorably, you bring him to a level of tshuva, and he's not at that point where you were just judging him for just his bad deeds. You're looking for the good point in every single person. So we'll just look inside what Rav Nachman says a little bit, and then discuss. It says, know that it's necessary to judge every person favorably, literally on the scale of merit. Even if you encounter a complete sinner, you must search until you find some element of good in him. By finding a small amount of good and judging him favorably, you will actually elevate him onto the scale of merit. You can then cause him to return to God. So by looking for the good deeds in this person, he's from becoming a sinner, you look for that good deed, he's not a sinner anymore. So Rav Nachman quotes a pasuk. This teaching is implicit in the verse in Tehillim. And yet, in a little bit, the sinner is gone. You will contemplate his place, but he will not be there anymore. So Rav Nachman is saying that once you've done it, kol adam l'kaf good. Once you give that person, once you judge him favorably, he's not going to be at that sinner state anymore. He's going to be at a tzaddik state, and that will elevate his soul, and therefore he'll be able to do tshuva and get close to God. So Rav Nachman also points that at the end of this Torah, he says something very interesting. He says, you must find this good point within yourself. It is a known principle that one must be very sure to be happy always and to avoid depression. It may be that when you start to examine yourself, you'll think that you have nothing good at all. You may see that you are full of sin, and the evil inclination wants to push you into depression and sadness as a result. Even so, you must not allow yourself to fall, not on any account. What you should do is search until you find that little bit of good within yourself. For how could it be that you never carried out a single mitzvah at all, or did anything good throughout your entire life? So obviously you could look for, and then Rav Nachman says that you start looking for the mitzvahs that you do, but you say, oh, I did that mitzvah with a bad intention. So obviously, if you look deep and sound, there must be some good point in one mitzvah that we did that was mamish a great point. It was full of Avot, Hashem, and no deficiency at all. Even though some mitzvahs could have deficiencies, this part of the mitzvah had no deficiencies. And after we keep building up, we keep looking for ourselves and looking for this good in ourselves, that will raise us up, and we will be able to be closer to Hashem and Ozer B'tshuva. Rav Nachman finishes off by a beautiful point. He says, next you should research further until you have found another good point, and keep searching for those good points. Keep searching for those good points, despite any deficiencies it may have, and continue on, until you can collect all the good points and make them into a song. You will then be able to pray and sing and give thanks to Hashem. This is a beautiful Torah, and B'ezrat Hashem, we can maybe look more in depth in Likutei Moharan another time. But if everyone just goes about their day and looks for good points in everyone else, we'll be able to raise each other up, and especially ourselves, to look inside ourselves and look for those good points and be the simcha. And B'ezrat Hashem will be closer to bringing Mashiach and just bringing all the Jews back to Yerushalayim. B'ezrat Hashem, bless everyone, have a great day, and we'll speak soon. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.
No.
No.